Hey YouTube, this is Dave at Richter Scale Studios. I want to show you a new Kickstarter I am backing. I was watching Beast of War last week and they had a little section on this called Relicblade. And this is a really cool but simple skirmish game for 2 players. Use a small model count, anywhere from 3 to 6 models so far. I backed it, and then I got a notification from the creator that we're local, both in Northern California, invited me out to the, we have something in Sacramento called the Second Saturday Art Walk, and he was showing his stuff at Sacramento Art Glass. So there's this glass blowing thing. He had his Kickstarter there with Relicblade, and also he is an artist on 2 comic books, or what do they call those? Graphic novels called B Squad. And they were out there doing a Kickstarter for their 2nd edition. This is volume 1. I picked it up and got all the artists to sign it for me. Really cool art. And the gentleman that created Relicblade, and he is named Sean Sutter, and he is the artist on issue 4 and 5 in the original book here. I'm not sure what, they haven't, the other one obviously produced, they're kickstarting it. I'm going to have information and links to the Kickstarter for both of these on the bottom of this introduction. And I went down there and met with them, and I showed, you know, we talked, oh yeah, this I'm the one that backed your thing, and we went back and forth. He goes, oh, here's all, you know, give you your stuff right away. So he gave me a rule book, and he gave me a bunch of miniatures. I printed the cards out. The next day he sent me a PDF, because he didn't have the cards published yet. He sent me a PDF, and then I ran it quickly through my printer, and it turned out not too good. So I just changed all the ink recently, and then got these really crisp cards put it out. There's no backs on them yet, so the art's not, he hasn't obviously completed or published yet, but that'd be something simple to do. So I'm going to cut these out, and I'll show them to you in the next section. And then I have a mess of miniatures. So the game is, like I said, a very small skirmish game. Oh, what else did I got? One more thing. Oh, and he's a quick start guide that he sent in PDF too. So it's just 2 pages, and it's to learn the basic rules. And then you have 2 sample cards with a soldier pig and a shield pig and a questing knight. So you're basically like a adventure party. You know, there's a knight, a druid that can turn into a bear, which is really cool, and then a cleric that's some kind of reptilian lizard race, which is really cool looking, that has like a hammer. Its hammer is like some kind of ethereal hammer that it could throw as a ranged weapon. So this just gives you a really quick start on the basic mechanics of the battles. It's got a little bit of a role-playing element to it. As you can see, some of these crappy cards that I printed out. There's all the weapon cards you can use. There's also certain spells for certain, so 3 uses. Target recovers 2 health. As I can show you here on the quick start rules. Like on this soldier pig, that's how many dice it gets in its pool. That's for each action dice it uses, it could go 4 inches. That's its armor value. That is his weapon, a ranged weapon, so that's a halberd there. So that's going to be 6 plus. If he is a 6 plus with 2 dice, he's going to get a 5 plus damage. Gore, I believe this is like they have their tusks, so I think they can attack. That's like a close range weapon. So 1 dice with a 3 plus, they get 2 damage. And also, toughness. He has a toughness. This is a special ability, which the knight doesn't have. At the end of every round, there's a recovery round, so every character can roll 1d6, or every model can, and on a 6, it gets 1 of its damage boxes back. Well, the pigs get on a 5, so it gives them a little bit more ability. And there's the point value of each character, like that pig, soldier pig is 14 points, a shield pig has got 16 points, and then the Questing Knight is 23. I'll go through all the other cards on the next section. I just want to get a real quick introduction here. Being a comic book artist and obviously a gamer, I went through the rule book. He's the game designer, modeler, and artwork. I will also do a YouTube link to his company, Metal King Studio, and he ZBrush designed all these characters, had them 3D prototyped, and had them forged all locally. And I will, in the next section, we'll show the miniatures off, and a really beautiful casts. Virtually no cleanup. There's a little bit of gating, and that's normal with any kind of miniature. So I just want to give everyone a heads up on this. Really support him. He's got a couple stretch goals. One is a nether character, a thief, and the other one is some kind of skull dark creature, so I'm not sure. And going through the rule book itself, there's all kinds of other little, you can see there's hints of other characters that are probably in the future. So this looks like a very expandable game. And also, it plays on a 2x2 board. So he had a cool lava board with like a ruined castle and lava running underneath it. You can really just use your imagination, and it's not such a big undertaking. A 24-inch by 24-inch table. Get a piece of plywood, start throwing your pink foam on there, then putting your goop, and you can put a board together really quickly, or actually just have your existing game table cordon off 2 feet by 2 feet, and you're ready to go. So that is it for this little heads up video. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you in the next part. And I'm going to be putting these together and painting them and doing a game board for it. Kind of a cool thing to get inspired to do a project, and I haven't done a long video series in a while. So that'll be it. Thanks again.